noticed obviously I have to do a bit of research on you to find out what the hell's going on in your life. And I think like many of us in here, I watched the movie, Tyson the movie, it's just come out. And you know, that, for me, it was you actually putting all the cards down on the table and saying, look, this is what I've done. Because you opened up about everything. I mean, about all the bad bits. You went on the Oprah Winfrey show that was shown over in the States. We didn't see it here. But you went on there with Evander Holyfield. You guys shook hands. And there was so much that came out of that movie. Really, was it your message, your way of saying, look, this is what I've done. I'm now, guys, you've seen it all. There it is. Now, for God's sake, let me move on.
Which one's yours? Of course. You know, that's just what life is. You know, even in the Quran, you know, it says when we go to hell, we're not going to stay there. Eventually, Allah forgives us. We got to suffer the penalties and the pain, but eventually He forgives us. But we don't stay in hell forever. We get a little escape. But we got to pay our penalty, whatever it is. And that's what life is. And that's why I was saying with people, like the British people, the reason why, because the fact is, we're human beings, rich or poor. No one has no exclusivity to hard times. They're all going to experience it. It's not an hour later. But, you know, as we all know, especially the Brits, your guys might even make this thing up. You know, adversity makes the strong strong and the weak weaker. You know, it's just, we have to endure, and some of us have to survive. You know, all of us in here, we're not going to survive the adversity, but the fact is, we got to stand up strong to it. If it wins, it wins, but we can't lay down.
Can we talk about some of the great fights for a while? And then we can't show them on the screen, unfortunately, but if we can just talk about some of those great moments in your career as a boxer, and then we'll go on to a little bit later. Those first few fights, I mean, it was KO1. I
don't know, you know,
come on.
My whole prerogative about fighting changed. Like when I was 12 years old, I wanted to be a God. I said, I'm going to be the best that God ever created. But as you get older and you're involved with your life and your family, greatness is not important no more. You know, being a great man, being a good man is important.
Yeah.
You know, because that history proves, and all of us know, all great men are not good men. All great women are not good men.
True.
You know what I mean? The objective to you know, for myself, is just to overcome all of our adversities, try to avoid pitfalls of life, and just love what's going on and stay positive. Because if I was positive, I could become very dark. If I'm dark, you know, I don't care no more. You know, but I like the light. I'll always go towards the light.
What was interesting in this recent interview is, in fact, what they did on Sky, I thought was wrong. You actually made it very clear that all of your life, you have been under this magnifying glass where people are just seem to be setting you up to try and knock you down. Have you felt like that? Do you still feel like that?
No, not at all. Listen, if I continue to have, I can have no grudges against people or have any animosity. Because if I don't forgive people, I can no longer forgive myself because I'm not a Boy Scout. I've done a lot of things I'm not proud of. In order for me to forgive myself, I have to forgive everyone else that did something disrespectful to me. You know what I mean? That's a fair exchange. You know? I do it, I have no resentment because I want to feel good within myself.
Yeah.
You know? And I get so overwhelmed, man. I'm just so happy to be in the midst of this crowd, British crowd. I know you guys must think I'm crazy to live in the United States, right?
Well, I'll tell you, we'd be more than happy for you to come and move over here, or certainly have a house in England. We'd love that. I'll tell you who did send a message today. He phoned me. And he said to say hi. And he said to say he fancies a third go at it. Big Frank. Frank Ruler.
How's Frank doing?
He's doing well. And we're...
Oh, I love that shit.
I mean, what's nice is you guys have become friends now, which is it's cool, you know, it's nice to see.
Listen, right, like I said before, we're young, you know, and like people in here, when you're a young guy, man, you want riches, you want fame, and then again, you ask for something, I'm really not prepared for that. I'm a regular guy, regular guy that was thrusting this stuff because I made a model, but I just love people like this. This is my kind of people. I'm not saying that you guys are better than Americans, you guys are better than Americans, but you guys are just my kind of people. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get angry and they do bad things. They don't make us bad people. You know?
Let's talk about some of the great fights for a moment. Can you remember of all the opponents that you fought, and let's be honest, you fought in a very golden era when there was some, you have to have good opponents for you to be great. If you were knocking everyone over in the first round, eventually...
Wow, that's Frank Bruno, right?
If you...
Yeah, time. That's my wife come out here. Hey, Kiki, my wife come out in there. Yeah, Kiki, come here. No, come here, baby. Come here. Come. Yeah, Kiki, come here.
That's what you call a fan.
Yo, that's crazy.
Turn around.
Yeah, I'm fine right now. Give me a phone call.
I've got one.
Yeah, wait.
We're going to autograph his back. Well and truly done. Give a big round of applause.
I respect that, brother.
He's got a picture on his back of the Mike boxing Big Frank Bruno.
You know, man, I wish I could sign off that tattoo, man, but I can't. Too many people.
Talking of tattoos, Mike, there's a lot of guys in here with tattoos. Can I ask you, Mike, what was the reasoning for having this one here? What made you do that?
No, I was in a dark place in my life. I'm so happy I got the tattoo. And I was going to put hearts on my face. But my friend, the tattoo artist, was some warrior markings, and I said, yeah, I want to be a warrior. So this is where I got that.
That's like a Maori.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it looks good, don't you guys? Of all the fights, whether it be win, lose, I mean, I'm going to throw names at you like Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, these sort of guys. What for you was the toughest one, win, lose or draw? What was the toughest rounds?
I don't know, I would think probably Razor Running and Evander Holyfield.
Interesting. Is there anyone that you didn't fight but you would have liked to have fought?
I don't know. I just, I don't rate myself. I don't rate myself as a great fighter. Only thing I do in my life, I perform, and I let the people choose if I'm good or not. Because those are the judges choose. The historians are not judges. The announcers are not judges. The people detect if you're great or not.
Well, that's why you've got a room full of people here for you. You wouldn't have that for any other American fighter, let me tell you. They're here.
I'm just humbled to be here. I'm really happy for you.
I mean,